This is the final episode of Andrew's journey around the UK, where he covers the last 2 days from Christchurch Harbour past the Needles onto Stokes Bay. This is where he started 135 calendar days ago, or 101 days worth of sailing. In this episode, Andrew reflects on his journey, practices capsizing, and gets interviewed by BBC News. But first, we rejoin him as he sets off from Christchurch Harbour.
Leaving Christchurch Harbour. It was a lovely evening with some sunshine yesterday, but looking a bit grey today. Day 100 off to Lymington. I feel rather sad. Some kind of tidal junction here. Whoa. Oh dear, nothing. Oh, blast it. Here we are at the Needles. There are a few hazards around here. Yeah, I wanted to stay out of the way of that thing. They go really fast.
He landed his boat in Lymington after 4 hours of sailing, covering 12 miles. He has 6 days off because he wanted to make it easy for people to come down for his landing. On the morning of his last day, understandably, he's feeling a little reflective.
Today is my lucky last day. Lucky in that there is a little bit of sunshine. It's day 101 of my laser around the UK trip. It'll be great to be back on the water, but sad that things will come to an end. But every great journey has to come to an end. The one worry of the day is about being on time. And ironically, that's one of the pleasures of the trip, is to be able to loosen the shackles of time. Day 101, leaving Lymington out to sea. At least there's a bit of breeze, which is reassuring. Happy but sad, I'd say.
Meanwhile, back at base, we're making some final preparations. Can you explain what we're making, Mum?
Oh, making a bloody 3 on a piece of old crappy flag malarkey. There we go. Things I do for this malarkey. Where's that gone?
I'd also assembled a small war chest of flares with the hope of capturing that Ellen MacArthur moment, arms akimbo, flares in each hand. But when Andrew reads the small print, he decides it's best to avoid the unwanted attention from the Coast Guard. Preparations to meet Andrew on the water are underway, and I am busy winding up the BBC cameraman.
What's it like working for the ITV?
Well, I don't work for ITV.
Who do you work for?
I work for the BBC.
You've been down to see him this morning.
We saw him off in Lymington this morning, and then we did another quick story in Lymington, and then we hot footed it down here.
Fantastic.
So there should be a little piece on South today at 6:20, I think.
Awesome.
Aww. It's like Jane Austen on the water.
My on the water reception, isn't that lovely? In the last less than a mile to go. Hooray! Thanks for joining me on the last little bit. Yeah, good. Yeah. Bye guys. Thank you so much. Whoa.
Andrew Hillsmith has completed a pretty epic challenge. Congratulations. Tell me, what have you achieved this afternoon?
Well, thank you very much. It was a bit of a slow sail. I was worried about the wind. We've got just enough now, but so nice to finish off here. I feel really pleased, and what a great crowd. Isn't that lovely? Such appreciation.
A huge warm welcome waiting for you here. You covered 2,100 miles. There must have been highs and lows in that time.
So what do the spectators make of Andrew's journey?
Katie, you proud of your brother?
No. Yes, I certainly am. Yes, 101 days at sea, even though the BBC South couldn't quite get it right. But enormously proud of my younger brother.
Well, I thought it was a fantastic trip, but I thought it's a little bit of cheating going on when he kept coming home. Especially this last bit, when he's been home already for a week.
Yeah, it's fake news, isn't it?
Exactly.
Now let's hear from the man himself.
Bye-bye Stokes Bay.
Bit of sadness.
Indeed, yeah.
Good turnout though.
Very good turnout.
BBC turned up.
BBC, they were good, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one shot on the second take, that's not bad, is it? We're a bit short of YouTube content though, Sam. We've only got to Blackpool.
I know, a bit to go. You said he wouldn't complete it.
No, you've got that wrong. No, I never said that. Every conference all the way. No. I wouldn't bet on him completing it, would you? A lot of people. I was very glad I went twice. He came to stay with me, it was lovely.
When Brian went to visit my father-in-law down in Bournemouth, they went out for an Italian meal, and Andrew made Brian pay for it. How tight is that? Oh, come on. That's it, interview over.
So Andrew, almost 4.5 months ago, we were here in the men's change room and it was blowing a lot of wind, but now
It was honking.
a nice peaceful day.
It's a lovely peaceful day, isn't it? And it's quite warm. I'm all dressed up, but everybody else in a t-shirt and shorts.
And more importantly, you've now completed round the UK in a laser. Third person to do it ever.
Yes, I'm pleased about that. But, not answering the question, I'm a bit sad that Craig couldn't come down. Craig was my guardian angel, you know? End of the first day, crashed on the shore. He's the guy who presents the replacement centreboard, which is over there. And I was hoping to say, Craig, I've got something for you. It's a bit worse for wear, but here it is. You can have it back. So he's not here. Good. Sam, I'm off beat.
So that was quite a confusing answer, Dad.
Yeah.
You've actually had quite a relaxed day, having a lovely time on a yacht, having G&Ts and salmon and caviar.
Sam, now you're making things up. Henry came out. Henry and Jackie were there. It was lovely. Had a superb sandwich, mangoes, cup of tea. Delightful. So we could hang around waiting for the right time to come in because I want to be on time.
You've been telling me for the...
You did your first day of sailing for your journey around the UK. You supported him as he came in on his final day.
It was lovely to do so.
You had previously limited him to 15-minute discussion about sailing, but what are you going to let him speak about now?
He can speak about anything he likes.
Okay, what's the next challenge? Everest?
Second time
To
round.
the moon? Go the other way round?
Great question, Katie. Well, he spent the last 12 months writing a book about his journey, which you should be able to buy now. He was also nominated on the shortlist for 2023 Sailor of the Year, and we went along to support him. Unfortunately, he didn't win, but his good friend Ken Fowler came runner-up. So, there you have it. He did it. 101 days, 2,100 miles, and now 400 copies of his book waiting to be read. It's been an absolute pleasure to make these videos for him, the definition of a labour of love. Hopefully, a great memento for what was a pretty epic journey with only a couple of hiccups along the way. My highlight was visiting him on the Norfolk coastline when he would just look like he was having the best time, taking the journey at whatever speeds, the winds, the tides, and his body allowed him. Personally, I couldn't sit in a laser for more than 20 minutes, but who knows? Being his son, I am painfully aware that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.